Okay. Here we go. It's December 17th, 2020 on my island now. Hmm. Wonder if Nintendo generated that on purpose. I mean, I know I'm playing in the wrong time, but they could still push something like that out. Um, as like a subtle hint that Big Brain Academy is coming out on the Switch on December 3rd. Hello. It's going well. How are you doing? Cool, cool. Must be nice to work somewhere where you can do that. A lot of jobs wouldn't let you get away with something like that unless you're on an actual break, obviously. Then they can't really stop you. And, oh, well, there you go. Um, right. There we go. Message in the bottle. Oh, fair enough. I wish I worked from home. I mean, technically I did this week, but that was because it was virtual conference this week, which ended yesterday. Thank you for the follow, sir. Or ma'am, as the case may be. Um, yeah, I took vacation days the rest of the week though, so I'm off till Sunday now. Oh. Yeah, I still have. I have to use all my vacation time before the end of October, and I still have, I think, like 10 more days still. So, not including this week. So, I know I've got the last week of October off, and then I don't even remember when I... Oh, I booked the week... Canadian Thanksgiving is not next week, but the week after. I think I booked that week off, too. Yeah, I think that's right. That sounds right in my head. Yeah, I think I took the week of Thanksgiving. It's gonna be rough though, because like I'm still short staffed, and I gotta find Christmas temps, and next week's gonna be a busy week for me. I work for GameStop Canada. If you go to my YouTube, there's a couple unboxing videos. At least that's the category I put them under. From two things that we got at Managers Conference, well, for Managers Conference. And I mean, a lot of the stuff I unbox is not that I've unboxed a lot lately, but a lot of the stuff I unbox is stuff that I've gotten over the years and so forth. Some of the stuff that I've just straight out purchased too, but yeah, so but like I have I have an unboxing video from a Switch, which I just bought, obviously. I don't remember. I think I did an unboxing for this one too, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the fourth Switch in the house. So I bought a Switch on launch day when they came out, and I did an unboxing for that. I think a year later, Nintendo actually gifted all the managers a Switch, which my son has. My daughter bought a Switch Lite, which I didn't do an unboxing for, and obviously I didn't do one for the one I got from conference because it was basically the same thing. But then I bought the Animal Crossing Switch when it came out. I traded my Switch in towards it, and I think I did an unboxing video for the Animal Crossing one, but I don't remember. It was a long time ago now. But like, there's unboxing videos for like the Spider-Man PS4 Pro, the Xbox Series X, I think. Yeah, I did one for Series X. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff, and then most of the other videos are just my gameplay videos and stuff like that from Twitch streams or just in general. Nothing super exciting overall. I haven't even seen a Dragon. I didn't even know there was a Dragon Quest themed Switch. Is like that a Japanese only release maybe? I don't remember seeing or hearing anything about that. I am not getting the OLED, though. I don't usually play portable anyway, so it just seems like a giant waste of money. Yeah, I could see that. If you play portable a lot, I think it makes sense. You'll want that better screen most likely. But yeah, if you don't really play portable, like I play portable occasionally, but not enough to warrant another Switch. And I don't think I could get rid of my Animal Crossing Switch, to be honest. I really like my Animal Crossing Switch. It looks very nice on my shelf with next to my Wii and Wii U. Not that I've turned on the Wii or the Wii U in God knows how long. I do need to get a PS5 at some point, though, too. I've got a couple games for it, for the PS5, that I can't even play because I don't have a PS5 yet. And their game, and unlike majority of the library, it's of course the ones that don't come out on PS4, because I've got Returnal, Ratchet and Clank, and I will be getting Deathloop apparently. Never had a PS2. It's actually one of the few systems I completely skipped. Probably because I wasn't really into PS1 though. Old school Tony Hawk. So I was still a part-timer when Tony Hawk came out, and it was, and we used to have the Dreamcast interactives in the store, and Tony Hawk was on it, and man, we got caught by the higher ups so many times. They'd walk into the store, and it's like, you're not supposed to be playing the interactives on work time. GameCube was good. I remember picking one of those up at a Walmart on launch day. It's hard. It's really hard. It's one of the reasons why I'm kind of glad we don't have interactives in our store anymore. Because, yeah, the temptation is just way too real. To sit there and play all day and ignore customers, right? But obviously you don't want to ignore customers. That's just not good for business, obviously. Thank you. I'll be honest though, I'm kind of bored of it. I kind of want to change it, but I know how much work it would take just to change it. And I kind of don't want to go to all that work. I mean, this didn't actually even turn out 100% the way I wanted it. There were certain things that just didn't work. At one point, my plan was to have a second waterfall and go up another level. So my island doesn't have the 3 tiers. There's literally the lower level and the mid level. There's nothing. There's no higher level. I wanted it to have a third level, but it just didn't work out with the spacing and how I had it. So I ended up ditching that idea. And I hate that I ditched it, and I'd like to see if I could somehow make it work again. But like I said, it would take so much work. I'd have to like relocate pretty much everything to one side of the island just so I could work, and then like everyone's house, everyone's all the buildings and stuff like that, just so I could work to move everything over to the other side, and it just takes so long, which is why I don't do it. Yeah. Even this, just like some of the spacing, trying to move stuff around and so forth here, even took time to get it just right. I remember I placed a home, one of the houses, I thought I had it placed properly, dead center in the middle where I needed it, and then I started building around it, and I was like, ah, crap. It was like off by like one field square, like too far to like the left or the right, I don't remember which, but I was like, ah, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Absolutely the worst. There's still one more fossil. Oh, I think I saw it down on Angus's yard when I was walking by the waterfall. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I've done that a few times too. But yeah, I think I think I literally had everything off too far to the right or something like that. Or if I remember correctly, I was one hole short or something like that when I measured. I thought I had gone across the right number of holes. I think I was wrong about how many spaces it took up across the item that I was trying to place at the end. The big change was that the only real change I've done since I finished yeah, I was like, I'm gonna give them all their own little fenced-in properties and everything. The big change I made after I finished my island initially was because initially when I finished this whole back part here with the museum and the playground was completely empty after I had all the houses and everything in place. And I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to do with all the space. And the museum was originally down here where the stores are, across the bridge here. So the museum used to be here, and the stores were actually where my pumpkin patch is, here on the other side of the town square. Yeah, the stores used to be in here, and then of course when the pumpkin stuff all got added, that's when I changed it, because I was like, oh, I want to create like a pumpkin orchard type thing. And I had already started building the playground at that point, so I was like, oh, I know, there's enough room. I'll move the museum over by the playground. I'll move the stores over there, and then I can have a big giant pumpkin patch. Um, Now, why I still have such a big pumpkin patch, I don't know. And so their thought has crossed my mind to change this out again too. And obviously, then I've still got this big field, which mostly just has trees and flowers in it. There's nothing really in this area. I have this big open field area as well, which I can theoretically do something with, depending on what they end up adding expansion-wise over time, right? So I know that the Brewster's Coffee thing is being added to the museum, which is cool. I was actually hoping that he'd have his own independent like coffee shop location, but that's cool. I still think there's the potential to add more shops or something over time. I don't know how long they plan to keep supporting this with updates either. But obviously there is the big update coming in November, so which adds the Brewster's coffee shop, and apparently it's going to add other stuff too. The Brewster's thing apparently was just the teaser, so I don't know what it's all adding, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, I'm thinking this is as big as it's gonna get. One of the things that would be neat for them to add for another shop, though, is yeah, it's true. It did. One of the things I would think would be cool as another addition, though, as another building with characters and stuff like that. I don't remember what they were called. Actually, I have it right over here, and it's probably still running because this is always plugged in, always on. In the Animal Crossing for the 3DS. Nope. Okay, Animal Crossing wasn't running. There was a hairdresser's. And I thought that would be kind of cool if there was like a hairdresser shop or whatever, right? Again. There's a few things I think they should have added. Yes, I actually said the same thing. I said the exact same thing. I actually said it would be cool if they did that. And looks like one of my villagers is looking for me. I said it would be cool. They could add it as another thing to collect and donate to the museum with the star fragments and stuff like that. But yeah, like you could have like when they do like the meteor shower things, maybe you can find one thing dug up on the beach or whatever that's like some sort of asteroid chunk of rock or something like that, like some sort of space rock or whatever that you could then donate to the museum. But yeah, like even if as a separate thing would be cool too, right? Like um I don't know. What do I want my special greeting with Raymond to be? For a lot of the other ones, it's just what up beaches. I'll probably just stick with that. Oop. I hit the wrong button. I've been playing too much Xbox. Lately I've got my key commands mixed up. What up? Beaches. Or what up bit? What up beach? No, perfect. We'll go with that. One of the other things I think they need to add to Animal Crossing too is something that they had in the Wii version. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's wow, I lost my train of thought. From the Wii version for Animal Crossing, one of the things they had was the where you could go into the town or whatever, and you could put your stuff up for sale. And I know they had it kind of in the 3DS thing, and I hope they bring it back in some form. But I want it different because, like in the Wii version, I could put something up for sale in the town, and any other player in the world could buy that item, and I would get the money for it if they liked it, right? Or if they needed it, wanted it, whatever. In the 3DS version, other players visiting your town couldn't buy your stuff, which I thought was dumb. So I'd like them to either bring back the town idea or what they had in the 3DS version with the two sheep. But I'd like it to be able to be that if somebody's in your town, they can purchase your stuff that you have posted if they so choose to. Because yeah, it was great. Going to the town was great. Like, I mean, yeah, a lot of people massively overcharged, but every once in a while you'd find something that was hard to get and somebody would be selling it cheap or relatively reasonable. So many weeds. There's stuff, I think there's been stuff in almost every Animal Crossing that I think has been superior to any other Animal Crossing, and it's a shame that they don't bring them all back properly. Oh, right. I was gonna quickly. I couldn't remember what the. Oop. Nope, there's Mr. Rossetti, because apparently I did not. Yeah, apparently the last time I played, I apparently did not. Save. Apparently I just turned it off. How do I get up there? Oh, the bridge is over here. It goes to show you how long it's been since I played my 3DS version. They need to bring back the post office. I know it's part of the thing, but I know it's part of the airport in this one, but I think it should be a separate thing. Oh, right, I never unlocked the hairdresser in my 3DS version. Whoops. They should also bring back the feature in the 3DS one where you can what's it called? Create your own museum display. I think that would be cool. Okay. Where was I? I don't know about in the US, but 3DSs are like hard to come by these days too in Canada. It's funny too because we still take them for trade. No one ever trades one in. We get customers every once in a while come in looking for one. I probably haven't had one. Like, obviously Nintendo doesn't make them anymore, but I haven't had a refurb one because no one's trading them in God knows how long now. Probably a couple years. I know there's still like a couple floating around our company in general, but like they're so few and far between because of how few, like how little they're getting traded in. There's like a microplay up the street from my store, and we'll usually tell customers like, honestly, you could try microplay up the street. They might have one. From what I've been told, it's just as bad there. People aren't trading them in there either, and they haven't had them in God knows how long either. And it's like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I'm surprised so many people are hanging on to their 3DSs now that the Switch is available, because like I don't touch my 3DS really ever anymore since I got the Switch. I mean, I don't go too many places. Like, I used to take it. Obviously, I took my 3DS to Managers Conference, and taking my 3DS to Managers Conferences were great because almost every other manager had their 3DSs with you, and I loved the Street Pass feature on the 3DS. All the little mini games that were built into the 3DS that you could play with the Street Pass function and so forth. It was great, and like your thing would be full with people from Street Pass like every couple minutes. I loved it. It was a great way to finish like most of the puzzles and stuff like that that were part of the main plaza. And oh man, it was great. I loved it. I wish there was a way they could incorporate that into the Switch somehow, especially since it is a portable system. I get it. I like that's the thing. I don't ever take my Switch really anywhere except for to Managers Conference. I would take it a lot more places with me if it had a Street Pass feature. I'd love Street Pass to come back, but it's probably wishful thinking on my part. Um, but yeah, I don't. But again, like it obviously again since the Switch came out, most managers weren't even bringing their 3DSs. I remember the last conference I took my 3DS to. I think I maybe got 4 Street Passes the entire time I was there, which was actually funny because I'm friends with the guy. Well, he's now with Thrustmaster. Actually, makes all the steering wheels and stuff. But up until last year, he was with Nintendo, and him and I are friends on Facebook and everything else. And he's like, and he always had his 3DS, and we were always like street passing with each other. As a matter of fact, it's actually funny. This 3DS, I actually won at a managers conference. So like Nintendo would do draws every throughout the show, and they would just throw everyone's store number into the thing, and be like, and like they draw like 3 every hour or something like that during the expo. And I was at a store number 2101 at the time, which doesn't exist anymore. But so he's drawing the numbers. My friend Scott, who worked for Nintendo at the time, he's like drawing the numbers, and I'm yelling 2101, like trying to will him to draw the number. And I think it was like the third or fourth hour. I think it was the third one he draws, and he actually pauses and hesitates and looks at it again. He goes 2101, and so I won. And he's like, I had to reread it because I thought I was seeing things because you've been yelling 2101 all night. But yeah, so that's how I won that one. And so we always laugh about that story because it's hilarious that it actually worked. But yeah, so I've got the 3DS, and yeah, like we would street pass with each other constantly throughout the conference. As well as many others. Like I said, like tons of managers used to bring them every single year. I probably can't do that without, hang on. Go back. Save and quit. Yeah, tons of managers would bring their thing. I used to take mine to work too because we used to have a demo unit in my store when I was running 1867, which ironically also does not exist anymore. And we had it set up to Street Pass. We were one of the few stores that actually did that, and a lot of customers would come to our store just to Street Pass because they knew we had ours up and running. And they would come, and so like, and on my break I would usually clear out the Street Passes for the day. And yeah, like it was such a great feature. So I don't know if I can. I doubt I have an existing Street Pass. I haven't, like, I'm sure I cleared out the last Street Pass I had on this a long time ago. Yeah. Yeah, so I have 1,088 people in my thing. So, where's this? Okay, so if I scroll up, that's all the people since the beginning that I've street passed with. I would say the majority of these are other people from conferences. Some of them I think even would have their store numbers and their names at the time, because I do remember that was quite common. I'll just hold it up there and just let it keep marching. Yeah, it's a lot of people. I loved this feature, and I would love to see it come back. Not sure if I completed all the puzzles, actually, now that I think about it too. I know I completed probably most of them, but there might have been a couple ones near the end that I didn't quite get all the pieces for. But yeah, anyways, you get the point. Um, yes, where's the... Hey, that one looks just like me. Oh wait, because that was from my other DS that I had before. Yeah, let's go to puzzles. No, actually no, that's not the puzzles. That's only shows you the ones that are complete anyways. How long it's been since I've done this, I don't remember. Puzzle swap. Yeah, there we go. Puzzle swap. Oh, I do have. Okay, I do have all the pieces. Apparently, I did manage to get all the puzzles. So that's something. And yeah, Nintendo of course stopped supporting it, so of course there wasn't new puzzles being added. And I've pretty much beaten every single game. I've got like the gold ribbon. There's 2 games I don't actually own in the thing. Oh, and I guess I never finished Feed Me, or Ninja Launcher, or Me Trek. Oh. Apparently I have an active Street Pass that I can use. Which means, so it means I got the character from the past, but I didn't actually use him for any of the games. Oh well. Alright. Back to the Switch. Oh. Yeah, I wanted to see what turnip prices were. 194 bells. Not that I have any turnips to sell. Alright. So let's move to the next day. Do, 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 do. $18. Oop, stop it. So we'll move to the next day and look for more stuff as I slowly try to catch up on everything. It's I move the clock forward to play through the game because I don't want to skip a day is the idea. And my plan is to try and eventually get caught up to actual time again. I used to, because I've always done that, but I used to only like play once a week. So when I did play, I would play in game of a week, 7 days, and that would be it. But at some point I fell so far behind, and now here I am.